And let's hear it for our storyteller number 10 tonight, Neshama Franklin.
Saul Rosenbaum was an unlikely suitor. He had corrugated hair and a low forehead and brown eyes behind very thick glasses and a very large nose and a very tight mouth and a chest that was sunken from childhood rickets and bandy legs. But Anne Mendelsohn, it was time for her to get married. She had graduated from Hunter College, and she was getting old, as it were. And they met at the Swan Lake Inn in the Catskills. And their union was started with some misconceptions. He thought her parents owned the hotel. They just leased it. She thought he was a hotshot textile salesman. He was a glorified office boy. But still, this was going to go ahead. And then when they were engaged, she got TB. And she put on a lot of weight. They fed them up. And she said, "Oh, Saul, you do not have to marry me. I am damaged goods." And he said, "Oh, Anne, I will marry you." That's the loyalty that went through their long marriage. But he said, there's one thing, no children. I have bad genes. My mother, she's very depressed. One of her sons has hydrocephalus. Another is very depressed. He committed suicide. Later, the mother, she died of a leap. And so, no children. Well, here I am. And, you know, there's my sister. We call my mother the manager for good reason. Now, I never really loved my father as I was growing up because he just was kind of tight and scared. He would say, "What's the news or gossip of consequence?" at the dinner table. But he was not interested in gossip, which was really interesting to me. He wanted news or consequence, abstract. Now, it turned out that he really was a very good salesman. Out of necessity, he had to go to work and support that family. And when he was at this textile broker place, Sidney Scheuer, the boss, said, "Oh, Saul, you'll never make it. You're an introvert. You need to be a salesman and sell." And my father said, "Try me out." Oh, he was a crackerjack salesman. When the grayish good market dived domestically during the Cold War, he went to Russia. And there's a picture of him with Brezhnev and a stuffed bear. Yeah. Now, my father's brain turned soft when he was in his late 70s. And sure, it was early Alzheimer's. But what did it give me? Well, he changed. He would say, "Look at the height of that building. It shouldn't fall down." He'd say, "Look at the magnificence of that tree." He would look into a stroller and say, "Look at the beauty of that child." He would follow my mother like a pull toy about 5 feet behind her and say, "I love you. I love you. I love you." He had never said this during their long marriage, and she had yearned for it then, but now it was too much, too late. But still, he loved her. And we would walk hand in hand. His hand was so soft in mine. He never did anything manual. I had to change a light bulb in his apartment. Now, the only juice I saw in my father was when he would conduct to the New York Philharmonic on a record sitting down, or when he would practice golf. He would stand there and twitch the golf. But that was it. However, during the time that his brain turned soft, I got to see the soul of Saul.
Neshama Franklin.